All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott Gabe, hour number one. We'll put the baskets and the tennis and the baseball aside for a sec. Do a little college football with a busy week this week. Little NFL as well with a good buddy, Loud Esmond. HitThePick.com. It is HitThePick.com. Oh, yes. Kind of a crazy Thursday slate of college football, including a game starting, 5:30, Loud? Why not start there? How about a little Boise State versus South Florida? Where are we going with this one?
Well, Boise State, I mean, everybody knows how good Ashton Chanty was, but I went back and looked at the numbers, and he was the offense for Boise State. 2,601 rushing yards, 29 touchdowns, most in the nation, second most in FBS history. He also had 569 receiving yards, which made him the second best receiver on the team from the running back position. So he was the offense for Boise State. We're going to find out right away just how much they miss him. I think it's going to be a lot. Now, they're going to play in Florida where it's going to be 90 degrees, 70% humidity with a high chance of rain and thunder showers. Look, this USF team, they played last year without their starting quarterback who got hurt early in the season. Byron Brown is dangerous. If you go back to the season before, he had 3,200 passing yards, 800 rushing yards. Those are stats that are comparable to the Heisman winner Jaden Daniels. So this is my upset pick of the week. Take the Bulls with some plus money on the money line.
Should be a fun game. UCF like to play at a quick tempo. A good point, Loud, as far as the heat is concerned. Going in here, playing in August, not an ideal situation for Boise State, but I think Boise State's offense will be fine. Their quarterback is back, and they have a good offensive. Like their running backs will put up numbers again. They're going to dominate in the Mountain West, but it is a lot of points in this game to be laying. It's a tricky spot. South Florida are always a live dog, Scott. I can't really disagree with the pick. I think Boise survive, but I think Boise survive a higher scoring football game.
All right. One of the worst teams in the nation, Loud. Akron versus Wyoming. Interesting selection of all the games you're going to go here. Which side?
Well, look, I like picking obscure games for a logical reason, which is the games that are going to get the most action, the most money, are the lines that are going to be the most scrutinized. And I think where the public it gets taken advantage by some of these followed lesser bet on games, and let's face it, who's going to be watching or betting on Wyoming at Akron when there's a bunch of other games? Look, I just like these opportunities, and I see an opportunity here. There's been a big line move for a game that, like I said, nobody's going to care about. This line was minus 9.5 for Wyoming and has been bet down to -7, in some places minus 6.5. And I think the problem is here, Wyoming, I don't think can score enough on anybody to win by a big number. I think that's the acknowledgement here, is not so much belief in Akron, but just not belief in Wyoming as a favorite of almost 10 points to begin with. So it's gone the wrong way as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still comfortable taking Akron points against a Wyoming team.
Yeah, that's one of those there. If you lose your bet, you're saying, man, I'm betting money on Akron? Really? But okay.
That's the type of game,
they're
Scott.
Getting points. Yeah.
You bet on a Tuesday night when there's not other games to bet. That's that's the thing. I hear what you're saying. Like, you have all these options, but you feel like a real smart guy if they cover, right? Because it is. Yeah. And Loud made a good point. I mean, without a doubt, as far as the scrutinized games, odds makers aren't panicked. They're not walking in. The sportsbooks managers aren't walking into the sportsbooks telling their guys, yeah, keep me up to date on the movement of that Wyoming game, right? When LSU and Clemson are playing and Ohio State and Texas are playing. You have all those TV games. So I think Loud raised a good point there. It's just tough to trust a MAC team going on the road like that. But I would agree, Scott, with Loud. I agree with you, Loud, in the sense that, even 7 points, tough to trust the Cowboys to lay 7 there. But bold pick, I'll pass, but I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I don't have the line on this one. I'm here in New York, but Minnesota and Buffalo, the Bulls. I had a couple of halfway decent years there, but they're back to being the Buffalo Bulls. Where we go, Minnesota, Buffalo.
Look, Minnesota's going to win this game, but I'm playing the under here. It's a low total of 45. 6 of Minnesota's last 7 home openers have gone under. They're a run-heavy team. It's early in the season. The unders tend to score early in the season. Why? Offenses make a lot of stupid penalties. Offsides, not procedure penalties, man downfield, those sorts of things. And Buffalo does have a strength on defense. They return a ton of stuff, 9 defenses from last year.
Nope, I think we lost.
Red linebacker, sure thing. Crawford is great at getting, and Kobe Stewart has. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
We're losing you, Loud.
New end Kobe Stewart has the upside. Oh, I don't understand why. Sorry.
We're gonna have to let Loud go here. It's cutting out too much.